I'm in Little Recent Shoots, and I've been around her for 25, 30 years, and she was a great friend to Marjorie Porter. Yes, the great Marjorie Porter, and they both come to our events, and she like Valma, and they pop in, and they were, well, both absolutely incredible, and but she was very interested in all the education that we do here, and really interested in all the gardens, and she'd always pat us on the back. So all through our difficult financial times, she'd come to, come and, or sometimes she'd just pop in and have a cup of tea. So I'm just really pleased you all come today.
Thank you. Thank you. I offered to decorate her last bedroom in her warden's assisted house that she hated. And I arrived and she appeared with a tin of paint where there was about that much in the bottom of the tin. And when I said it wasn't enough to do her bedroom, which had a vibrant wallpaper on it, she suggested I watered it down. And she also suggested that I painted round the wardrobe and round the chest. I said, as a housewarming present, I'm going to buy some paint, so we went in her car. And you're absolutely right, she parked it absolutely across the corner. So back wheels are in the main road and then one of
Shall we hear about practical action then? Yeah? I thought I was really lovely this time. Glasses are necessary. So, this lady here is probably find you nice. Thank you very much. Yes, they come on, right? Yes, that's okay. Yes. Thank you very much. Sorry to disturb. Can I take this? Yes. Listening to what's been said so far, I'm really sorry that I didn't know Valma for a very long time. But I met her in about I suppose it would be around the turn of the century, around 2000. My name's Faye Watson, and I'm a member of the South East London Supporters Group for this charity, Practical Action, which has been nominated by Valma in her will to receive donations in her memory. I knew about Valma because she joined our supporters group in 1996, 5 years after it was formed. And she remained a member until her death. As somebody else said, she was extremely loyal to the people and organisations that she became involved with. She was a friend of our charismatic chairwoman at that time, Joyce Parkinson, whose legendary powers of persuasion obviously brought the charity to Valma's notice. The two women had much in common. They were both intelligent and strong-minded, never hesitating to speak out for the causes dear to their hearts. They both read and admired the book written by the founder of our charity, Dr. Fritz Schumacher, Small is Beautiful. The charity he founded was originally called Intermediate Technology, and that's the name under which our group was first known. Valma's crusading spirit made her aware of the importance of the charity's work with some of the poorest people on this planet. I'm sure she would like me to give you just a brief idea of how the charity works. The name was changed from Intermediate Technology to Practical Action in 2005 because the name had become shortened to IT, which by then began to refer to computer technology. So it was a bit confusing. Valma was among those who didn't like the new name at first. A few protests were made. But she came to realise that, in fact, there couldn't be a better one. It is the most practical charity I know, and it's certainly full of action. To quote a recent slogan, we don't throw money at a problem, we throw brains. Our regional offices in Peru, Sudan, Zimbabwe, Kenya, Bangladesh, Nepal and Sri Lanka are staffed by local people, trained by Practical Action's experts, and having the invaluable asset of being able to speak to them in their own language. Working from the grassroots up, and that appealed to Valma very much, as you can imagine, they sit down with people, asking them to describe their problems and aspirations. and then simple, appropriate projects are developed using materials normally available locally, and the people are trained to build the projects themselves. They're also trained to maintain and repair the projects. And these projects often spread out to neighbouring countries, so the influence is felt in many areas apart from the ones I've named. My colleague, John Grimwood, and I have brought a few leaflets about some of the projects to show you where donations are going. They're back there. Please do take one away with you. And John has also brought the necessary envelopes to ensure that your donations receive good things. Valma was particularly keen on the work Practical Action does with women's groups, helping them to understand their rights, to form committees, to present their grievances at local and national levels, and even some of them at international level, and to manage their own finances. She was also pleased to know that the funds raised by Practical Action go directly to their offices in the countries concerned, and not through the governments of those countries. I'd like to emphasise how grateful Practical Action is for Valma's kind and generous decision to name them as beneficiaries in her will. I brought one photo with me, which I put up on the wall there, of Valma enjoying one of Joyce's birthday parties, throwing her head back, as she said, and laughing. This is how I shall always remember her. Thank you very much.
So if anybody does want to donate, they just sign John or Faye sort of afterwards. And Bree is going to